There it is, 2000. A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon.
Malkin dusts it off, right in front. Another chance, backhand score! It's Brian Rust with the goal. Rarefied air to Hall of Fame career, 1,200 points for Evgeny Malkin.
Pickett lines up a deep ball, separation, touchdown, George Pickens!
Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline with a pre-show. You know, I've done them before for championship teams and all that. I have a special show with a soccer team here in Bethel Park. As you know, I'm Alan Levine, the talking machine. None of my co-hosts are with me. Nick Callis is on camera, Chance is on camera, and Michael Mariano's in the control room. And we're trying to live stream this for all of you to enjoy who may have heard about us. If not, anybody that randomly watches our page, we salute you. Thank you very much. And we're going to start this show. We're going to be about 20 minutes, maybe a half hour or so. We'll see what happens. But I have two young girls. One wrote a book about a coach, and we're here to honor her. Her name's Aubrey, and we have her partner in crime here, Brielle. And they're going to start this off with, I'll ask Aubrey the first question. What's your name?
Aubrey Kuhn.
And why are you here?
Because I wrote a book.
And can you show the book? Because I like show and tell. Hold it up to the camera where Nick is at. Or, okay, look there where he's pointing. Can you tell us the title?
First, Coach Yank, can you come here for a second? Sure.
Yeah, Coach, you got to listen to this because it's about you.
The book's actually about you.
Oh, wow.
So, it said, Dan Hrisco's Sunset Hawkins.
Hand it to him. Coach, do a little cheese there. Let me get a picture there. Hold on. All right, we got the coach. I'm trying to get the team in here. I'm doing my best. There we go, Coach. Thanks for helping out. Let me get Brielle. And, yeah, I got everybody in. I'm struggling. I've never been this old before. All right. Now, what did I talk to you about before, Aubrey?
I forget.
Coach,
Yeah.
they're here to surprise you because they're honoring you with a book, and we don't believe in participation trophies, so they're honoring you for being a great coach and a great guy, and they all respect you, and they're heartbroken that you didn't win the award.
Oh.
And that's why I wanted to thank them for coming here. And I got to ask you a couple questions. When did you start coaching soccer?
Well, we started this team about 4 years ago.
How old's your daughter?
My daughter is 12.
So she was 8 years old?
Yep.
I know those days. I taught my daughter to hit softball and baseball and stuff like that. So that I got involved, even though I played baseball and football. I tried to coach.
I grew up with baseball, so this was.
Where'd you grow up?
Soccer, here in Bethel Park.
Okay.
Yep,
What year did you graduate?
2002.
Shout out to the 2002 class. You got a superstar here. Hand the microphone. Yes, we forgot about that. Thanks, Nick. Should I start over with any questions? All right, Coach, you grew up here in Bethel Park. You played baseball?
Yeah, we played baseball in high school here, and
did you have fun?
I love competing. Yep, it was a lot of fun.
Were you in a sports family like I was, or?
Yeah, we love our sports. You know, with Steelers, Pitt,
right?
Especially Pitt and Penguins
Understand.
And Pirates. You know, but
well, I bleed black and gold. How about you?
Blue and gold.
Okay, you got Pitt. You can have one arm with blue and gold.
Go.
And black and orange. I even wore my orange
for sure.
Pittsburgh Sportsline polo to honor you guys. And I live in Bethel Park. And both my kids, Casey, she graduated, and same with Drew. And awesome. My daughter's 36. Oh, I said a woman's age, sorry. And my son will be 33 in May.
Nice.
And we love Bethel Park. I've been doing shows here. I'm honored to have you on here. I'm blessed to be interviewing
Thank you. Yeah.
So you went to Pitt then?
No, my dad went to Pitt, so we kind of grew up as Pitt fans and
Understand.
had season tickets going to Pitt Stadium and everything.
Hold it, I saw Danny Marino in Pitt Stadium.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
You're too young for that.
Yeah,
My parents, they say they named me after Dan Marino, so that's where they came up
That's
with the first
I
name,
brought
so.
it up, taking a
Yeah.
chance. How'd I do? Way to
did.
go, Coach. And did you go to college anywhere?
Went to Slippery Rock University.
I know
Yeah.
plenty of friends went there. I think went to school with a Mark Angle, and he had a famous brother called Kurt Angle.
Oh,
Didn't he
big
go
whistler.
there?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure where Kurt Angle went, but
Yeah.
I don't recognize his brother's name though. So.
Oh, okay. Well, he was a famous Olympian.
Oh, I know Kurt. Yeah, Kurt.
Yeah,
Angle.
no, Kurt. Yeah, my guy was in '74. The dinosaurs were crawling out there in the mud, so we got out. And what do you do for a career?
I work at Social Security Administration. So we just help people file for claims and answer any questions they may have.
I won't say my age, but it's 68. I understand that, and I worked
Anytime.
hard. I worked hard to do it, and I'm a normal rule breaker, so I started getting it at 62
Good. Hey.
because
you
it was
deserve
my money. I didn't care
Yep.
about the.
You worked hard for
Yes,
it. So.
no doubt about it. And so now you got into soccer. What league are you in?
Well, we're in PA West in the South Division, so
And what's that include?
that includes like St. Clair, Mount Lebanon. We play
All the
South Park.
local.
Yeah, a lot of local teams. There's a West Virginia team, and
How do
couple
you get
teams,
to West
Steel Valley.
Virginia for one game? You got to play triple headers.
yeah. Well, we go down there for one game. We've only been down there once or twice, so it hasn't been too bad where we had to travel down there. But,
Wow.
Yeah. So
And how do
mostly
you-
local teams.
How do you
so.
get there? You got a lot of parents here.
Yeah, they're willing to drive, so it's nice.
That's what
Yeah.
I assumed. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Sometimes
Wow,
they'll
I'm winning
carpool,
on
which is
all
good.
these points.
Sometimes they'll carpool and stuff, but the majority of the games are close. So
Are
it's,
they?
it's great to have a league where you don't have to travel too far.
Right.
You know, we play every Sunday. It's 8 games in the fall, 8 games in the
And
spring.
what field do you play here?
We play up at Village Green,
Okay.
so right behind Best Buy.
Okay. Well, I thought they renamed that.
They did, and I can't remember.
That's my friend. Well, I was setting you up for this. It's called a segue. Tim Mowry,
Okay.
a longtime councilman and great
That's right,
Pebble Park
Mowry, yep.
resident. Yeah, he's a friend of mine. So
Oh, that's
he's
great.
shy with the cameras, doesn't like to be on it, but he's done great things in Bethel. And I'm blessed and honored also that I know him,
Yeah.
and he has a park named
Yeah,
after
they
him.
just, I think did they just do that?
Yes.
Yeah, Mowry.
You didn't
Field.
miss it.
No.
You just didn't remember his name, Coach. But do you know the names of all these
Oh,
players?
yeah.
I'm not going to test you. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to start with Brielle. Say your name.
My name is Brielle Schaefer.
Thank you. Next.
My name is Aubrey Kim.
And Aubrey, we're going to have you back after everybody introduces themselves because I need to know about this book.
Okay.
All right, we got to get that. Say your name, first and last name, just so you know.
Juliana Headley.
My name is Corey Willett.
My name is Quinn Dobus.
I'm Haley Harisco. I'm Maya Knopp.
So far, so good.
I'm Gia Pusateri.
I could hardly hear you. Do that again.
I'm Gia Pusateri.
Better.
Karis Hindman.
Thank you. Be careful with that wire.
I'm Gabby Rose.
Thank you. Just pass it in front of you and then
I'm Jovi McCown.
thank you. You okay there? We got enough wire? Don't strangle anybody. I'm about safety first.
I'm Adeline Smeltz.
Thank you.
I'm Miley Phillips.
Now put that over your head. Put that back to Aubrey. She's the second star of the show. How did you come up with this book to honor Coach Dan?
So it was actually my mom's idea. So,
All right. Thanks, Mom. And she couldn't make it here. She's out of town.
Yeah. So
Unbelievable.
we originally put in entries for him to win the double goal award.
So you tried to vote for him? Is that
Yes.
how that works?
and
And who gets the vote?
Coach Stanwood. And so everybody, like from the parents.
Just hold the
to
mic up. You can
players-
talk. You can talk with the other hand. We're good.
From the players to the coaches and the parents all wrote entries for this that we,
To get them in to win.
yeah.
See, I understand voting there, so we're good.
And even when he didn't win, we decided to put into a book. And with all the entries.
And why did you want to do that?
Because he's a great coach.
I had to hear that. Thank you. Your mom told me that a few dozen times on the phone. So you two collaborated on this.
Yes.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
What did you say? Give me one good sentence there, or one good statement. Do you remember? You want to see the book? Coach, hand her the book. I think she has some good things in there.
Find
Go ahead. Let Brielle talk. Brielle, why are you here?
I'm here to thank Coach Dan for all he has done for our soccer team.
Excellent. You did great. Thanks for preparing that. I know it was a tough thing to do. No, go ahead. Hold it for Brielle. She only got 2 hands. No, go ahead. Aubrey, let her hold the mic.
I'll read my first
Go
sentence.
ahead.
I wrote, I remember my first season on the Sunset Hawkettes. In our very first practice, Coach Dan said something I and my teammates who were there at the time will never forget.
Okay. And then what's that one about a grandma or something?
Oh, yeah, that's the beginning.
That's a classic to me. Sorry, Coach. I believe in tough love. So for all of you here,
My favorite thing about Coach Dan is when he says, my grandma can run faster.
say that again.
My favorite thing about Coach Dan is when he says, my grandma can run faster.
I love that.
He says
I'm
that.
old enough to be your grandfather, so be careful with that, all right? And that's a great book. I looked through it briefly. There's pictures in there. You got some great kids here.
I really do. They're a great group of girls. It was great coaching them for the last 4 years, and hopefully continuing. But it's just been terrific. They're a great group of girls. They really get along. We really tried to
You play as a team.
focus on teamwork, and that was the number one goal going into this, was for them to come together as a team, have each other's backs, not only on the field but off the field too.
Well, I got to ask this. I saw the Bad News Bear movie long years ago, with the baseball. Did you win any games?
Oh yeah, we won some games.
How many?
I'm not sure.
You don't keep track. Okay, it's like the YMCA.
It changes every
It's like the
season.
Y. I coached soccer for my daughter at the Y because she had a friend and nobody wanted to volunteer, so I was the only dad there. Why they didn't ask mothers is beyond me. I said, I don't know soccer. So they had me coach. You know what my one thing was? Kick the ball in the goal. We won the
Simple,
game.
right?
We won the game. So they did it. But no, you did more than that. Who was happy to learn more as they played this year? Anybody? Everybody did that. I was hoping that. Just trying for participation, parents. Anybody have some favorite things to say also? I'll let you talk on the mic. How about your daughter? She looks like she doesn't want to talk.
I don't know. Anything?
I just showed up here. I was forced.
Give
to
the
come
mic
here.
back to your dad. We got that covered. Anybody have a fun moment? There we go. There's a mic. You could stand up if you want. Say it to the coach.
Coach Dan always tells us to smile when we're all down.
Why are you down?
Well, like if we lose a game or
You like to win?
yeah,
I salute you. So do I, and I'm old. I get down. That's why I'm saying.
if we
But
lose a game, he's always like trying to cheer us up and saying we did our hardest.
well, I always learned that do your best, and whatever you do today, you want to be better than yesterday. So that's what I'm practicing. I'm trying to do a better show than I've done 900 of them today with you guys, and you've made me a much better show with this crowd. I'm excited to do this, and I do it every week. So what did you do after you lost?
Well, we all gathered around, and he told us that we'll practice harder on Monday or Thursday.
And then what'd you do after that? Did you practice better on Monday?
Mhm.
How did you feel?
We felt
No, how did you feel?
I felt really good.
Well, that's what I care about. You're talking. If somebody else wants to say how they felt, let me know what you thought about after a loss. Anybody want to help out? All right, we got a volunteer. I knew I could get somebody.
Coach Dan would always say, if you're winning or losing, always keep your heads up, held high.
You got a great coach there. I still do that today when I lose. Anybody else? You want to add something? Go ahead. We're allowed to have fun here. We're honoring Coach Dan. Look what he taught you.
Whenever one of us makes a mistake, you don't yell at us or get mad. You always just say, we'll try harder next time and we'll get this done just by working hard.
Boy, are you guys lucky. You got a good coach. I used to get yelled at. I had that tough love. I used to pitch, and if I threw a ball, my dad would go, Alan, you're better than that. So I'd strike the guy out. So he coached me up. I didn't get mad. Anybody else want to tell a story? Go ahead, Aubrey, back to you.
I always feel that there's been some times when I felt like I was struggling in soccer,
Sure.
and I sometimes wanted to feel like quitting, but then I thought that I had such a good team and it always brought me back to soccer.
Well, you know what? I used to tell my daughter those are all natural feelings and that you don't quit. We had a rule that if you start a season, you end the season on the team. So your parents brought you up great, but you had a great coach. And that's good stuff. Any parents want to add something? Coaches first. What's your thought of Coach Dan? Hand the mic to the coaches here. They're hiding in the back. Notice, girls, I have you out front. Those coaches can stay in the back. You're the stars today.
I think it's an understatement to see that didn't even know what this man has done for each one of these girls and us as coaches. You know, we got together as a team at one of the hardest times with the pandemic.
Yes.
I'll never forget that practice. These girls just took their first warm-up lap. Their smiles were huge, and from that moment, Dan just anchored in on making sure that we all stayed a team. And we stayed together as a team, and we never quit. In the worst tournaments, sometimes were the best tournaments for bringing us all together. So thank you, Dan.
That's great.
And Dan's welcomed girls along the way, too. Not everyone here started with us, but...
Well, how many did you have that started or still with you? Do you know? Give me a number, 3, 5, whatever. Make it up.
12-ish.
All right.
Yeah.
They're raising their hands. So 4 years you've been doing this.
Yep. Yeah, and we just added someone new last week, 2 weeks ago.
What's the age limit for this?
They're U13.
U12.
U12.
Okay, that I just wanted to know,
right now,
because with AAU and all kind of other things, I know that.
But Dan
I know a
was
couple
the first
things.
one to step up and say, yeah, add him on the team, any point.
You mean he's open to putting kids that compete with you guys?
Yeah, and the girls
What a
welcome
coach.
everyone. I think even the girls that came later don't feel any different, nor that.
Hold it. Let me ask one of them. Who came later? Who are you pointing to? Stand up. Sorry to put you on the spot, number 22. What did you think when you came here?
I liked it.
And why'd you come here?
Because I wanted to try soccer.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Did that make your day?
Yeah. Took me a while to get all the movements right, but then I
Well, guess
just
what?
did it.
When you start out, do you know anything about the sport?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were already ahead of the game. I thought you were struggling and didn't know soccer. You knew how to kick a ball?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's good. And what position do you play?
Right mid, left mid.
And what do you do?
You run across the field back and forth.
And what are you trying to do besides that?
Get a goal.
You know what? You taught her well. And I'm glad you're happy. And did they all welcome you here, or they tell you stand by yourself?
You welcome me.
Okay, just was checking. It seems like they like you because they all pointed to you. Anybody else have anything they want to add? Do you have fun? Anybody have fun that wants to talk about having fun? Aubrey?
I just always we can always just joke around while
Tell me a joke that you say during practice. Keep it clean.
Say the one that you told me yesterday.
You don't remember it?
No, you say
Go
it.
ahead, Amy.
Yeah.
All right, let the daughter speak. Here, no, you got 2 mics.
Oh, my bad. All right. What's the best time to go to the dentist? 2:30. Amazing joke.
Aren't dad jokes great?
They're amazing.
That's what
my
he told
favorite
me.
joke.
Well, it was yesterday, so what was your favorite joke before? Do you know one?
I mean, no.
Tell me one that was silly, that you didn't really like but was silly. I know he had to tell a couple of those because I do all the time still.
I don't remember any jokes.
Okay.
Neither do I.
2:30.
No, that's good. Anybody else want to say anything else? What do you have now? Now that we got her on the mic, stand up. You got up good there.
So one of the fun moments I had was when I started a few years, he teased everyone Wow.
How did he tease you?
Well, he was like in a good way by
Okay.
saying like.
Well, they're still teasing.
There's something on your shirt, and I always look down, and he still got me every year, and I kept on.
Well, you know what? I got caught a few times with that too. Friends of mine would go, "What's that on your shoulder?" And I'd go like that.
Yeah.
So I understand. That's all good. And it's all good fun. And you got good coaches. There's a lady coach in the back. She's been hanging out. Give her the mic.
All right. Sorry if I get you there, Karis.
Don't hang anybody.
No, I am. So I was the last coach to join these guys, and they're all so welcoming, especially Coach Dan. And I just want to thank him for that, and thank him for creating such a wonderful, learning, and happy and fun environment for these girls. He's all about building their confidence. And when it comes to the fun environment, Dan decided to cancel practice this Thursday because we don't have a game on Sunday. And you should have heard all the girls complain and be upset that they don't get to practice soccer on Thursday.
No way.
Yeah.
Coach, your job is complete. And I got to ask you one question. Why did you become a coach?
I played all through high school.
Where at?
Bethel Park here.
Tell
Dan
us
and I
your
actually
name,
graduated
because if
together.
you have family and friends, they can hear your name on TV.
My name's Megan Dobis, but my maiden name was Megan Scholl. So I grew up through the soccer program here.
Do you know my friend Mike Dobis?
Yes, that's my father-in-law.
He's a good man.
He is. He's a very good man.
Yes.
He was born and raised in Bethel also.
We know that. He's legendary here.
And I married his son, and we didn't go anywhere either.
I had to get the history, folks. Look, I'm digging deep on these.
Yes.
Any other parents want to add some kudos? All right, get that, Mike. Thank you very much. And watch it, girls. Can you step up, Dad? Go ahead. And then you can look at a camera and not me. Yeah.
So I just wanted to say a couple things. I echo what the girls have been saying. We've been here working with the team for 4 years, and not once have I heard Dan ever say anything negative to any girls when they make mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's a part of a learning experience. So I really appreciate that from you, Dan. And the other thing, I really liked how Dan teaches life lessons. Not, soccer's great, but it's the life lessons that you teach them. Whether, when they're at school, if someone's being bullied or not having a good day, to stick up for one another. So
that is great.
I really appreciate that.
The bullying's got so out of control. I remember back when I was, and there was bullies all the time, and we were allowed to take them out of the picture at times, to say the least. So it's changed. And now it's so bad because, look, I'm old, and I got my phone. I got to keep it with me. So you got to be serious. Marianne, I wanted you to come out for a second because Kelly said you're here. And somebody give her a mic. And you're filling, what? This is a painting by Jono. He's a famous artist and my friend from Keystone Oaks. Look at that, Three River Stadium. Champions are here, like we got champions there. All right, now you're filling in for Kelly. What was she going to say?
I have no idea.
Okay. Now, Aubrey might need to say something.
I think what Kelly would have said is that, it's a great honor, Coach Dan, to have you nominated for this. I know that there are a lot of coaches that were considered, a lot across not just soccer, but other sports. But she and the parents and the soccer association, the kids, everyone felt that you were most deserving of this, even if you didn't win an award. So this is what we wanted to make sure that you were recognized, that you hear all the stories, you'll treasure this book forever.
And that's why I wanted to do this. And Marianne, you stepped up to the plate. And I have a co-host that you guys know. Can you say his name?
Chip Hayner?
Yeah, that's our co-host. He's been on since our third show. He'll be coming in at 7 o'clock, so you might run into him. So
I will.
Yeah. I knew she could talk. Anybody else want to add anything to it? I don't care. Okay, Aubrey, she's the star. Step up a little.
So I was talking to my mom right before we came here, and she said that the reason why she put like so much work into this was because she knew how good of a coach Coach Dan was, and that he always put the work in for us, and that how she just knew that like he was probably the best coach anybody could ever have.
Wow.
And I totally agree with that.
I'm glad you talked to your mama before you came in here. Brielle, do you have anything else to add?
I just want to thank Coach Dan for like the countless amount of hours he spent planning our practices and to make them fun. We played World Cup and we all
Hold it. What
teammates.
happened in World Cup? Tell me what you did.
We picked partners and then
Who was your partner?
Aubrey.
You guys best friends?
Yeah.
You're allowed to be. And then what happened?
And then they threw a few soccer balls out and
I
then
would hope so.
and then we tried to get the ball from one another and shoot it in the goal.
And every time there's the first round there's like 3 soccer balls, and then every time and then 3 people score, and then there's 2 soccer balls and the first
Oh, he
one
takes
scored.
one away.
And the
This
first
gets
one to
more
score wins the
competitive.
Yeah. And then there's only like 3 teams left, and then 2 soccer
What
balls.
happened when the one ball was left? Who was all left?
Well, whenever there's 2 balls left, the first one to score wins.
When there's 2 balls left?
Yeah.
I like these rules. I'm starting to catch on. Coach, I like that. Did any of you have fun? All of you? Even the one I couldn't understand there? Did you?
Gia.
No, I did. I'll just share this. I was a shy young kid, so I wouldn't have talked. Now I don't shut up. No. Any other comments or anything? I'm trying again with the parents in the background. Anybody sitting on the floor? Just trying. I'm reaching. How about the young man that you're holding him back from everything? Can he talk?
Say your name.
Tell us your name.
My name is Kenny. Let's go.
I thought so. I saw you walking in with your dad. Why are you here?
My dad was walking
No, I'm kidding. See, I wanted to get him to talk. Does it work? Why are you here?
I don't know.
Who are these girls dressed in orange? No, let them answer.
I only know Haley. No, I only know Haley.
Guess one of their names.
Haley.
All right, you did good. He's the superstar of the show. Sorry, Aubrey. You were number 1, but he bounced you right out of there.
Gia?
All right, you're done. We're going to be wrapping this show up. Coach Dan and everybody, I want to thank you. Any closing words?
Yeah, this was a total surprise. I was told that Aubrey was just going to be reading her book. I thought we were just going to be sitting around.
We forgot to read it except for a couple sentences. Go ahead, Coach.
But that was very nice of you guys to say. But all the credit goes to all of you for, actually going out there, playing in the games, and working your butts off, sweating, running back and forth. I'm sitting there watching you guys run back and forth, and it's a lot of work, especially whenever it's hot out or it's cold. But you guys have been putting a lot of hard work in. We all appreciate the hard work you're putting in, and it's going to pay off in the long run, whether it's with soccer or something else. The hard work will always pay off, and kindness and learning how to build as a team in all aspects of life is going to really help you. And the 3 coaches deserve a lot of credit too, Matt, TJ, and Megan. Without them, this would not have been possible for sure, this team building, because they bought on to the concept and they helped every step of the way. And, they are a huge help. So thank you to you guys. And
Coach, you inspired
very
me.
Nice of you girls.
Coach,
It's
I'm
unbelievable.
inspired now. Can you put me on the field? I want to kick one ball in the goal.
They always know how to get straight to my heart, for crying out loud. So holding
No.
everything back. So
No, I appreciate all of
it's been
you.
a great
Thank you for all coming in. We got over 30 people here counting the team. So I'm honored and blessed. And
Aubrey had one last thing she wanted to say.
Go ahead.
So I just want to make it clear that I'm not the only one who wrote the book. Everybody on the team and all the coaches each wrote like an entry in there, and some of the parents too. And I want to thank them for that.
Wow.
Thank
Thanks, Coach Dan.
Way to go. All right. We got to do our next show. You guys were great. Glad I could honor you guys here, and I had a ton of fun. And good luck in all you do in life and with Coach next year. All right? That is it.